Right, let's get this underway then. Welcome. This is, wow, amazingly enough, it is not Rune Factory in Japanese, and it's not Railways. It's They Are Billions, an RTS city building mashup with lots of zombies in it. That's our Dictator stream, because Dissident Tropkin in the chat got the enormous amount of points from, I assume, a lot of lurking and some very good gambling to force a Dictator stream. Anybody that builds up enough points can do that. It could even be you. However, if you do, hopefully you don't follow this new trend which seems to be bringing terrible RTS games onto the channel, even though I can't stand RTS. So They Are Billions. I've played this game before, not on stream, but I really like the concept of it, picked it up and played through some of the campaign in my own time. It was god-awful. Like, it was so bad. You take such a winning formula of, pretty much, let's say, Stronghold with zombies, and I was like, oh, well, I'll be up for that. The truth was, though, that it's not at all like that. It's really horrible, and it's much more RTS than it is city building. So I shelved it about 2 years ago after yet another mission where I had to guide a hero character around some underground base. Man, those were bad. But fortunately, we're not going to touch that god-awful campaign today. I never did play the survival mode, so hopefully there's a fresh new experience to be had in survival. So let's call this our Dictator stream survival game. Now, sadly, like all bad games, they lock out half the content unless you choose, well, more than half. Jings, I can't get through any of these. We're stuck in Deep Forest then. I'm going to keep this on easy mode. I don't usually like to, but this is the kind of game that punishes harshly for mistakes. And 100 days seems reasonable enough. Let's get going. Free play is fun, says Pandy, but I personally hated the campaign. I really tried to find something nice, says Tropican, not trying to torture you, Jake. I'm not sure how I could have been any more clear after the Company of Heroes streams, but there you go. Okay, straight away I'm going to do something that I never do, and make control groups. Control 1 for that, and, no, not that. And control 2 for you, and control 3 for you, and now I can easily go 1, 2, 3 between them. Amazing. There's a certain Romanian viewer that just keeps harping on about my inability to use control groups. Well, please do understand that when I started playing RTS games, it was on a console. Didn't really give you much in the way of control groups when I was playing Age of Empires for the PlayStation 2. Grim times those were, but because I was a child with no standards, I still gobbled them up. So, what's going on here? This is our command center. It's the heart of the whole operation. If this place gets busted up, it is game over. Speaking of which, can we actually save during all this? No, we can't. Well, if we die, it's just back to the start. That's Iron Man for you. Okay, okie dokie. Still better than Populous on console. Ooh, that sounds real rough. Right, so what do you do in this game? Well, one of the big bugbears I have with this game is that the building element is really terrible and not fun at all, but regardless of that, we'll get going with it. With our tents, slam down a few tents because we need those to get workers and general population. I'm not sure if the general population is going to be important to us in the free play. It was very important during the god-awful campaign. So those are down. I'm not sure if I can also move straight onto resource gathering. It would appear not. Why not? Because gold, and wood and gold. Okay. Well, when I can, I'm going to need to hunt for food in the forests and chop down forests for trees, because like all good games, the wood economy is important.
A new task.
I said like all good games.
What? You again? Roger that. Great.
Can I actually give them waypoints, like go there,
Yes.
there... Ah, I can. Swell. Just go and generally tell me what's out there. Although I'm pretty sure Fog of War is still going to be a problem for me.
At your service.
Yeah, good for you. Just go and check what's out there so I know where to expect the big bads to come from. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of them over there. Next to that somehow still burning car, but there look to be resources, so go and grab those for me, please. That was food.
As long as you pay me.
What is this thing? Batteries. I wasn't aware that power was a something that you consumed, but there you go.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha.
Go and check what's over there.
Building completed.
Alright, we got our tent. So are we able to get any resource buildings up just yet? It would appear not. Oh, I'm not good at this game by any stretch of the imagination. I played a very, very small amount of the campaign and then never really looked at the game since. Okay, so we got a bunch of zombambos hanging around out there. That could be a problem for me. What do we have here? A shocking tower. I think I need to get energy over there to go and actually bring that thing into operation. You're still strolling around. Oh, well, no, we got the shocking tower anyway just by walking through it. I hope I don't have to pay for its upkeep. But maybe I do. No, surely not, because the thing's busted. I could just demolish it. But I don't know.
Roger that.
I don't recall having buildings that I would just find in the scenario play. But there's a lot I don't remember about the scenario play.
For the colony!
For the... Oh my days.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Is that a zombie over there? No, it's just some moving debris or some sorts. Okay, great. I can get... well, we got an influx of food early on, so I could probably go straight to sawmilling if I just save up the money for it. Wood economy is important.
What?
I will always believe in the wood economy. That was 10 stone. Don't mind if I do. There are quite a few zombie pockets hanging around here. So I think I would benefit from keeping a couple scouts there just to have the area in lockdown.
I was cleaning my weapon.
Just go and check all this stuff out and then come back, please.
So tired.
And... oh, were those resources as well? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, wow, that was a heavy influx of money. Don't mind if I put that to immediate use. So... pretty limited in my access to wood, or at least it feels like it, unless I expand out my power. So you gotta put down these Tesla towers to expand how far your power can go to allow you to put down more things. Something that becomes swiftly apparent in this game, and I'm not an RTS veteran, so I don't really have a lot of points to compare to, but I have a lot of games that I've played, and I can go with that. In this game, everything you build feels really spammy. To make your power area bigger, you spam a lot of Tesla towers. To make your population bigger, you spam a crap load of tents. It just feels spam, spam, spam in this game. But again, that's my experience from playing the campaign, which I believe is universally disliked. So perhaps we'll have a better experience this way. I'm going to use the forests down here just for gathering food, so I'm going to slam you down, and I wonder if I can give myself an early influx of workers by going tent heavy. Does mean I should be careful, because if the zombies come in this way, I'm in trouble. Someone can and will come along and burst my bubble.
Commander?
By the way, could you go and grab those for me? And then hold that point, lest the zombies sneak their way in. This RTS is so slow-paced, even Lucky could ace it. I don't know, Lucky practically watched his big tank get nuked in reverse, and he still couldn't handle it, so let's not get carried away with what the Luckster can and cannot do. I feel that influx of resources I got early on was... I mean, it's more than I'd ever have expected otherwise. But there are very few things that I can build. I would like to get going with a military, but that requires a lot of stone and wood, so we need to get our choppy up and operational as soon as possible. Once the Tesla tower is up, I'm gonna hack these trees down for all they're worth, because again, I'm a huge believer in the wood economy. Now in the campaign there'd be a train that arrives whenever this bar would fill up.
Does somebody need a mayor?
Oh, good grief. I don't recall there being mayors in the game. Mayor Winford Schmidt, the future is not set in stone, but he will give us a bonus quarry. And you will give us a couple of extra rangers. I think the ranger is probably a good one to go for here, because if I get attacked, I'm really going to feel the burn. Now, where are those rangers at? New bonus available, rangers. Okay, where? I don't know where.
Attention. Building
Might be important. I do have over 20 APM.
A new task. What?
Oh, I wouldn't know about APM.
Yes. You order, you pay.
Alright, so a little bit of zombies coming in, but as long as I have these main points covered, I should be free from any threat of major attack. Now the question is, how do I best go about chopping down these trees? I imagine I'll shove one of you... Well, maybe if I go to the edge of what I can have here. Something I don't remember is if trees get cut down, or if you just generally get passive resources from building next to them. Honestly can't remember. It wouldn't make much sense if they didn't get cut down, so I'm going to assume that they do get cut down. I could always cut down these ones as well. Well, I guess we'll soon enough find out.
Oh, more orders.
Don't know why they're complaining about the very idea of getting orders, though. They don't get cut down. Well, I am very surprised at that. So, there we go. A couple of these lasses can dispatch just about anything coming our way.
Any orders?
And as long as you're able to take care of anything that comes here, because you're quite a bit better at the fighting, we should be okay. Glorious. Now, where are those bonus rangers that I got? Or were supposed to get? Jake, your bonus rangers are in the command center. Well, oh, it's in this little loot boxy thing. Alright, sure.
Bow and arrows are ready.
Where would I want you? I'm gonna need to spread out at some point, but... Might be an idea to have you over here and have you just generally hold that.
What?
And let's call you guys
gonna pay me
level
for this,
3,
right?
and you'll be
Waiting
now
on
4.
orders.
Still probably not use my control groups much, because I'm bad like that.
Is that all?
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, I never
Yes.
picked these up, did I? Let's get to that. Okay, sawmills operational. Wood should be coming in, and that should allow me to get going with other things. I'm going to want that quarry so I can get stone, and if I get stone I can get military. All that is going to need yet more workers though, so I guess it's time for another bunch of tents. I think people will want somewhat free access through here, but I don't know how to build my quarries. I'll probably want this area for quarrying. So, well, people are the backbone of the economy. Let's just keep spamming those tents. Ancient technique of sapping trees for wood. You can set your units to patrol with P. They can cover a far larger area.
Now.
Yeah. So are you just going to run back and forth from here? Lovely. Never liked that,
Orders,
but
sir. All right.
at least the zombies are slow,
Better be good.
and we are
Attention.
less slow.
Building
Yeah.
completed.
Great idea.
Oh, they have to have a
I'm
starting
listening.
point from which to patrol.
Gotcha. Roger that.
There we go. Just run back and forth there. God, it looks so daft. Can I have my quarries yet? No, I need that wood. Well, the wood is going up by 16 per time unit. Maybe whenever that thing fills up? No, that gets me gold. Well, I don't... Oh, every 8 hours. Okay, well that's nice. So we get that payload 3 times a day. These ones get to rest. Everyone else is running around like a lunatic. Okay, we got that. Let's go and figure out the stone economy. Yes, the stone economy. Where do I put you down? Oh, right. They don't break up these giant stones. They go and dig through these stones. Are there other such stones out there? No, I think this is some other kind of resource. Alright, well then, I guess I'll want one of you here, since that's going to give me the biggest payoff. And I might likely want another one over there. Huh, day 13 already. Are we already 8th of the way through the game? No, I think you're looking at hours there, GPIC. The coverage won't overlap. You mean you can overlap resource generation and it won't have a reduced effectiveness? Could I just spam woodcutters along the wood here? That seems wrong. Well, it looks like there's a limit to how close these things can be. So these guys can overlap, can they? Interesting. I'll slam you in there regardless. Get myself some more food generated. We've got plenty of food thanks to what we picked up, so that's no problem.
You again.
I feel like I'd like to explore a bit
You
more,
need me?
because I bet this
Let's
guy
go.
could have this place
Attention.
under wraps
Building
himself.
completed. Just tell me what to do.
Yeah, you just check all that.
Great.
These lassies will go and see what's going on down there. And now with that, I should have actual stone generation. 5 every 8 hours. I still want more though. I still do certainly want more. But I need more wood, as always. Well, I can get more wood. I don't see a good reason to not just expand the old wood economy. Could I have these guys overlap then? Must specifically be placed next to a forest, but... would be a bit lackluster. Well, no, actually, that's half decent for getting me extra wood.
What?
Alright, off they go. They're meeting up with a lot of zombie
Gotcha.
friends down there.
Yeah. Roger
Maybe I
that.
should just manually tell them what to do.
Building
Okay.
completed.
Yeah.
Because I just want to know what's out here.
Gotcha.
Oh, some speedy ones,
Are you
that's
sure?
who.
Great idea.
Hopefully they don't lead them back to the settlement, because I don't really have much in the way of military right now. But imagine if I did. I just need to get those stones,
better be
and I will
good.
soon have those
Yes.
stones.
Okay.
And when I got those
Yes.
stones,
Are you sure? Great.
it's time to kick some ass.
Yes. Great.
Attention. Building completed.
Almost.
What?
Almost there. Couldn't imagine playing this game without a pause button, though. It's
You order? You
It's a really good merit to the game that you can just pause and
Yeah.
think. I don't like the lack of relaxation that is
Gotcha. Great. Okay.
fairly synonymous with RTS play. Alright, got my stone. Let's get military going. A soldier center trains different military units depending on blah blah blah. Sure. I hope power generation doesn't swiftly become a problem. Feels like something that will. I'll just throw you over there. Total production is 70. But I really feel like I'm going to be suffering for lack of it. Generates energy, but I need some workers. Hang on, don't the tents need more energy that I don't currently give them? Yeah, probably.
This better be good.
We're the ones I
Any
sent
task?
off to their death.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I'll just get back there. I didn't see anything that I could pick up down here, or if I did, I didn't notice it.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
What?
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yes.
So, about that energy generation. Okay, it needs these workers, which will hopefully
Attention.
arrive soon.
Building completed.
And then it's just a case of getting that energy. The mill can be placed anywhere, right? Now, I have no idea of the optimal places to put pretty much anything in this game, so don't worry about it. I know I'm not.
Oh, more.
By the way, what's over
orders.
here? I don't like having this
Roger
under
that.
the fog of war.
Yeah.
Okay, fat loss or nothing.
Gotcha.
Not a problem. This game looks good. It looks very good. I don't generally care much for the steampunky vibes, but just overall, it looks very pleasant.
Attention. Building completed.
Alright, can I get myself some soldiers then? Just rangers available. I'd need iron for real soldiers. Can set rally points. That might be the better idea to do, or else I'll forget all about them. I'll have them generally out in the open there. And... okay, they consume a lot of workers. That means I'm going to need a whole lot more tents. A ton more tents. And to get more tents, I'm going to need to expand out with my power as well. This seems like a lovely area to have under wraps. Maybe this is a little too open as an area that I could be attacked from, but it does look like a lot of prime real estate, so I'm going to do my utmost to... Oh, right, I used all my workers, so I need just a little bit more by way of worker to expand out. Well, clunk, clunk, clunk. I'll get those for workers, expand my power out here, and just build up here a lot. Then get myself plenty of rangers who should be able to keep the zombie menace under wraps. Now, day 13 is when I get my first attack, I believe. Or the first real swarm. So that should give me plenty of time to build up in anticipation.
Attention. Building completed.
Can't believe it's, what, the 23rd, maybe 24th century in this game, where we're using bows and arrows. Well, they are silent, I suppose, and ammo for them will be plentiful, what with these miraculous trees that never seem to get cut down. I was surprised by that. I still am surprised by that. What do you mean we harvest wood from these forests, but the forest doesn't deplete? I am surprised. Okay, am I hitting the cap on the amount of wood that I can store? I don't know how I can up my storage here. I don't know at all. So I guess I should just be spending it as and when I can. So. Always feels inefficient that these things go out in a circle, but I have to build that and then build out more.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Good for you. Yeah, is there a warehouse anyway? Ah, here's a warehouse, but it needs a lot of workers and a whole lot of stones. I'll need to consider that down the line. Alternatively, I could make some wooden walls. Oddly enough, I still need access to energy to do that. Wooden gate. Oh, saving the game for me. How generous. I wonder if I should just gate this off for now, so I don't need to worry too much about anything just strolling on in. I think you can shoot through gates and walls, but it also gives me a way to actually just use this this wood that I have. There we go. Ain't that lovely?
What do you want now? Great.
Just hold that fort, so to speak.
Ready and waiting.
Otherwise, this wood's just going to pile up with no good use.
Our buildings are being attacked.
I am? Oh my.
What's up? Any infected around?
Yeah, they are. They're eating this thing up. Please take care of that. Oh, well, they did not.
Attention. Building completed.
Are you going to help
You
out?
are gonna pay me for this, right? What?
Well, that tells me that I certainly should have you go and patrol your way around here as well. That's okay, though. No big losses. Some people died and that thing will be repaired. Not a problem. Would have been a bigger problem if they'd gotten into here and messed up all my tents, because that would have probably been just game over for me. But that's why I keep it well protected here. Probably. Okay, this thing's up so I can expand the colony, as I fully intend to do so. I've got very little idea of the scales of production in this game, so don't expect some miracles out of me. Not that I'm sure people here generally don't, especially when it comes to RTS, though. Good access to wood over here if I push in this direction, which I should strongly consider doing, I'm sure. But I should also definitely consider getting more of you out. But I need more workers, and more workers means more tents. All I ever had in the campaign were more and more tents, and I'm left wondering, is there anything beyond tents? Or do you just eternally make slums in this game? The game's probably moaning at me because there's going to be a lack of power for everything that I'm building up here. Probably. But I gotta put these things to use somehow. Depends on the RTS, Jake. We expect great things from you when you play Paradox ones. I wouldn't call the Paradox games real-time strategies. Then again, some people would, so bleh to that. They're games I enjoy. wonder what happens when you exceed
Building
energy.
completed.
Energy
My
production.
bow and arrows are ready.
Great. Can I have more of you yet? Yeah, I want a good, strong military, because that should help me bounce back if I make some mistakes. And I'm very likely to make some mistakes. Would like to get more stone going, although I don't really have much use for stone currently. Defenses, wooden towers. Could I bake a wooden tower into here then? Yeah, that way I can keep this place defended. I feel like I'm cutting myself off a little too sharp here. There's a good choke point there and there, but... Oh, and a lot of stone to be had, but blah to that for now. Maybe, just maybe, I would do well to protect this area. There's a lot of area for them to just stroll on in. But I could just cut it a little tighter and just draw a line down here and here. There's so much stone and stuff out there. Don't want to overexert myself. This is generally where I'm going to expand into, I think. There's already good resources and plenty of woodlands. So yeah, I will put myself towards gating this off then. Again, not sure if that's the optimal way to do it, but there's a lot I'm not sure about. Down that goes anyway, and then we will get a wall up here, a couple of towers, and we're good to go. Maybe. Let's just say you're preparing for a fallback defense when you expand past where that gate is. Ah, clever. Except I don't believe in fallback defenses. I clicked on a zombie somehow? Infected young! God, even in this game he's out to torture me. Okay, where was he though? I clearly selected him somehow, but I don't know how to hone in on him. How long do you plan on streaming? Well, Dictator streams are generally 2 hours in length. That's what's promised on the brochure, and that is what is delivered at a minimum. Right, these are operational, so what am I going to do with you? Well, I could have a lot more tents to get a lot more workers going. The wood economy seems to be doing just fine. Oh, come to think of it, I could get even more wood going here. Ah, right, no, it won't do that because it overlaps with you. I see, I see. Well then, could I perhaps get some food going? Because it looks like ample opportunity for getting more food. And, oh dear lord, consumption 97. But production's 128. It would be handy if I had some kind of bar like this that showed a good idea if it's trending up or down. If I have 31 and I consume 97, but I produce 128, then I'm sure it's fine. I'll go with that.
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, the Company of Heroes Dictator stream, I did agree to doing the tutorial without counting it as part of the timer. Because with these kinds of games, oh, dearie me, right. This is probably the problem right here. They're just going to stroll in here, and your patrol is still a little too close to the population center. So instead, how about you do that, and you do that, and these extras that I have coming on in, I'd like you to
A new task.
go over there as well. Right, soldiers are very good at getting the job done. I can't wait to get myself access to iron. But how do I get access to iron? None of these give me that. Hang on. I recall there being some kind of tech tree. Tech tree. Am I imagining things? I do often imagine things, but... Tech is a building, okay. Looks like we get different mayors at different populations, gotcha. It's not trending anywhere, Jake, it's just your capacity. You don't store any. Oh, really? Ah, okay, so you don't store food. I guess you don't store energy then? But I recall picking up a bunch of energy battery things earlier.
Aren't there other units to bother?
Quarries also mine iron, right, gotcha. Funny, for some reason I felt that this couldn't be done earlier on. Well, get quarrying, I want that iron. You're doing pretty much all of the stoning here. Well, it's not pretty much, you are doing all of the stoning there. Right, well that should give me some iron income at least. What's the last one there? Oil. The word oil just starts to feel like it's not even a word you say so often.
Arrows are ready. What?
Alright, well, this is already becoming a problem.
Orders, sir.
Get over there and kill everything.
Building completed.
I gotta push out my defenses already.
Tell me. Perfect.
So how about
Yeah.
we have something like this? If they come in through
Strike to
here,
the infected. All the way.
I want you to all just
Great idea.
hold the line here,
No, I'm just kidding.
and you just keep this one. Very good.
So tired.
Should probably change my rally ho point to over there.
Yeah.
And since this is operational, I can spend that wood that I have setting up some sort of... Can I rotate this? Press tab to rotate. Gotcha. Ah, but it only goes in those directions. Okay then. How about we have you there, and then we bring you out like so. I doubt anything can cross that. Looks uncrossable to me. Does this connect up? It does, good. In that case... Oh wow, I burnt through that wood like it wasn't even
Better be
there.
good. My bow and arrows are ready. What?
Now, does this improve your sight? Yeah, 3 range bonus. Wonderful. Alright, this is starting to look competent.
Attention. Building completed.
Excellent. Now in comes the iron very slowly and not very surely, but in it
And
comes
test.
regardless.
Okay.
What?
What? Roger that.
Meaning I could probably slam something like you over here. I don't know if that'll give you enough range to deal with this, though. I don't know what your range is. But I bet I could
You are
find
gonna pay me
out.
for this, right?
They have an attack range of 6, which will become 9 in one of those towers. So if I set up a tower here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, that's probably fine. Continue with the wooden wall.
What?
Looks glorious.
Okay.
When that's built, you'll go in there. And hopefully
My
I'll get an
bow
alert
and
if I'm under
arrows are
attack.
ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Pay them. Oh, the funny ideas that my people get. Alright, there is more sawing to be done. Problem is, it's probably better to put you there so I can put another one, say, over here. That does push out in this direction quite a bit, though. I just don't like the idea of only getting 4 off of one of these things that I put down. When something like that gets 9. But every little helps, as they say. But I should probably definitely be pushing out here. More people also means more gold, which is quite nice. Do these people have
What do you
upkeep?
want now?
Do I have to pay them? Oh god, I do have to pay them. It's only 1 gold, so it's not a big deal. Do I
Just
pay
tell me
you?
what to do.
Jings, the actual soldiers, they cost real money. I don't like paying real money. What about this? Doesn't seem to be upkeep for my towers or my walls, that's good to know.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Alright, so you're shooting there. So you've got range from there, so you'll definitely have range from that tower.
What do you want now? What?
Get up there,
A new task.
and now... I'm going to assume that'll be enough to hold this for the time being. Tell me they can't get through here. Ooh, I wouldn't like that. Yeah, I bet they can get their way through there. Well, let's just slam that down.
What?
Capacity for 4 people
A
in
new
there.
task.
But
Great.
this is where I don't have a wooden wall, I have a
Completed.
flesh wall. Wouldn't mind having
Gotcha.
some kind of advancement of defense with people down here, though. Seems like Jake's going to go through the entire history of RTS games through Dictator streams. I wonder if people were inspired by the Dominions 5 approach, where it was just shoved into my face until I learned to like it, and that's people's approach with RTS games. Sounds feasible. Feasible as in that's probably what they're doing, not feasible as in it's going to work. Why the tents, though? That's what I don't get. Why the bleeding tents? It just makes everything look like Slum Town.
This better be good.
Ah, they'll be fine. So you're the ones I sent out here as an advanced unit. I want you to go back and forth here and ensure that nothing comes through this. These are some speedy buggers, though. The arrows seem fairly competent themselves. I hope I'm not going to find that I just want more of them here. That's probably fine. So with all that going... So people that have played this game for quite a bit of its duration as a released game, are there any notable improvements that have been made over the course of the game? Oof, losing out bad by not being able to build there. Probably better just to break you down so I can get that full 11. Certainly more efficient in a number of ways. Yeah, sorry friend, you gotta go. I just like that place too much for a sawmill. Seems much more efficient on workers and such.
What?
With them all the way down there, though, I just want to make sure that nothing else is coming out from there.
Are in danger.
In danger?
This better be good.
They seem fine.
A new test.
Besides, thins out the herd.
What?
Although maybe you could
You again.
join up with them.
What? Okay.
And then they will have their
Yeah.
patrol route like so. Yeah, they seem to be doing a good job together.
Oh,
Means you are a little surplus to requirement. Notice that I'm not using my control groups whatsoever. It's just not something I'm used to at all. I wonder if I can reach these for quarrying as well. I certainly can, although I'm not sure if 1 iron per duration is worth it at all. I'm stocked up with stones like nobody's business, though. Allows complex... Ah, yes, good. I can research. Great. Then research I shall. Well, no warehouse for me. Press the left Alt key to see the health... Oh, thank God for that. Oh, it only triggers once. Dang. I was hoping I could keep them up permanently. Is there an option for that? The game options are somewhat low. Okay.
Attention. Building completed. Our soldiers are in trouble.
A new test.
Do soldiers regain health over time? Armor, experience, speed... I'm sure they'll be fine. Well, they have this habit of not being fine. So, how about some soldiers? What's the range of our soldier friend here? 5 as opposed to 6, so shorter range.
Pay me for this, right?
Ready and
Considerably more damage and faster firing and better armored. Seems like an obvious upgrade to go for. Although probably not so good at
You're
scouting.
gonna pay me for this, right?
Oh boy, this is...
Okay.
Ah, right, I thought
Yes.
it ended there. But no, stuff can get through
Are
here.
you sure?
Ooh, okay then. That could be
I
bad.
hope you're not wasting my time.
We've also got a
Yes.
thing here. What are you?
Okay.
A radar tower. Infected. Needs... I hope it's not costing me money. Nah, surely
Yes,
not.
tell me.
Surely broken
But
things
be
don't
quick.
cost dosh. Okay, don't like the fact that they can sneak their way in through here, and that I have that completely undefended.
A new task.
And outside of range for getting some
What do you
defense
want
going there.
now? Yes.
I want you to go up and around
Roger
and
that.
maintain a defense there, please. But I'll probably station a soldier to keep this one under wraps. Snipers are much better than soldiers. Well, I don't have snipers, so too bad.
Reporting for duty. Commander? On your orders. For the colony!
God, that's stupid. Speaking of stupid, we need more tents. The slum must grow. It's still giving me that womp as if it's a mistake to be building these. Maybe it's the food situation. Yeah, it's almost certainly the food situation. How can I get more hunting going on? Well, I can do it over here, of course. Plenty of food to be had here. Plenty more food to be had there. Lovely. It's quickly approaching day 13. That it is, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Look, we got walls up north. People to draw from for protection. If they come from the south, though, I'm going to be a little bit more screw-barred here. Actually, I got a lot of wood to burn, don't I? I think the problem is it also costs gold to get these wooden walls going, so I'm going to have to rely on a wall of soldiers down south, which I'm pumping out at a questionable rate.
Attention. Building completed.
Reporting for duty.
I'm sure you are. Let's get more of you, though.
Building completed.
Alright, the wooden workshop is mine. Now what... Ooh, there we go. So we can advance beyond bleeding tents here. Medium level dwelling for the colonists. They provide gold, and yes, we get that. Gold income plus 18 as opposed to 8. Well, that sounds very good, but I need... it takes money to research, and money is something I'm waiting on quite a bit. I feel bad for having all this wood and stone income that I'm not using then. I thought wooden walls would be expensive on the wood, not on the gold, but it's very expensive on the gold. Tax them to death, Jake. Do it the Swedish way.
What?
I'm not sure if I can squeeze more money out of my peons.
Reporting for duty. At your service.
Could be a bit more at my service, though. Consider it. Wonder if it's worth just walling this off. And indeed, ooh, that's a lot to wall off, actually. This, though, just seems like way too much to care about, but I do really want to just push out here in general. But I should have some sort of defenses going for me here. But it costs so much. Everything costs so much. You know what? I want cottages. We shall research them. A unit on patrol is much more cost effective than walls, apparently. So I see. But I reckon I could... How far does my energy come out here? Ooh, not far at all. I should expand it here so that I can just set up a lookout tower here to crush anything that comes my way. So I can probably just put one of these guys standing here to shoot everything that comes our way. The thing is, I have no idea how intense this siege is going to get, and it's a little worrying knowing that if we die, it's back to square one. God, the need for gold is dire. I guess that's why it's so good to have so many people here. More people, more taxes. All you really got to do is feed them. Maybe that's something I should be considering a lot more. When I get my cottages,
Reporting for duty.
I will try to up my population massively, because then I can put this wood to more use, probably.
Our defenses are being attacked.
And you aren't dealing with it at all? Maybe they are. Well, there's only 2 of them, to their credit. And oh my god, the gold cost per units as well is huge. I need a lot of people.
Attention. Building completed.
If I just set myself up a tower about here-ish, you should be able to get in there and take care of whatever comes your way.
Is everything okay?
Everything's probably fine. Market, research market to sell the extra resources and reduce the food upkeep for your houses. Well, I'm sure we'll get right on that when we can. Market costs a lot of money though, but yeah, selling the excess would be nice.
Any orders?
Orders?
They are trying to break
Do
through.
you need me?
Well, how about you get up there and help out, because these defenses don't seem to be holding so
Our
well.
bow and arrows are ready.
Is there a way to rotate the map? Because I can't really see what's happening here whatsoever. Keeps telling me something's happening here, but I see nothing.
Attention. Technology research finished.
Right, finally, cottage. Now, how can I upgrade these to cottages? I can. It costs wood, a lot of wood. But that's probably not a problem. Heavens knows I have wood. And the cottages will give me more money. And I think give me more people. Lookout towers, blah, spike trap. I don't know what these things cost, so knowing what to research there is a bit of a bummer. Because I've no clue. No rotation, hold down Alt to display health bars of everything. Well, everything looks fine. So everything is fine.
Attention. Building completed.
Ah, well, that looks considerably better than being the slumdog here. And I do like that massively increased gold income. What do we have more? More defense, twice as many people, twice the workers coming in as well, but also double the food needed and triple the energy needed. So I definitely need to get the food economy operational as well. I've been ignoring that largely. But hey, more people should allow for more of that as well. It's just the money is also needed. Lots of money is needed.
Commander?
You get up
You're
there.
gonna pay me for this, right?
You also go and join him, because it seems like an important bit to keep in lockdown.
Building completed.
There we go. Ah, wonderful. More of that, please.
Orders, sir.
I worry a bit about this area in general, though. Could also spring another thing here. If I put a lookout tower here, this should largely cover all of this. Largely. Hard to say for certain, though.
This better be good.
And then I'll probably pull you guys back, because this has been nice keeping a bit of a frontal whittle down of the enemies, but probably not good enough when day 13 rolls around. Want to use these resources, but let's try this market thing out. Oh yeah, can I put fishermen next to the waters here? Oh right, I didn't think such tiny pools of water would actually generate food, but they will. Fascinating. Figured I'd have to actually find some open water for that, not little puddles here. But you know what? Little puddles will suffice. Oh, I don't have enough resources. Okay. More power, more food. Let's grow and go.
Building completed.
On a scale from reading a fantasy novel to watching Lucky lose at Mario, how much are you suffering right now? I'm a big enough man to admit that this is so far pretty fun. I think I've been disillusioned by the game's abysmal campaign, because the building aspect here feels a whole lot better than what I remember. I can be wrong occasionally, and this feels like one of those occasions. But let's not get too excited. We haven't scratched the surface here.
Attention. Building completed.
The game was dire from what I played of it. The campaign, rather, says Pandy. I can believe that. I had a miserable time with it. And I was looking forward to it so much as well. Oh, right, I have to tell some of these things to be repaired. I have a radar tower. Oh no, that's outside of my range. But there's a wooden wall that's damaged, and I don't know where. Perhaps you. Yes, it's been barely scratched, and repairing it will cost 1 whole gold. Gotcha. I'm getting pretty close to being attacked here, and I have no idea if the defenses I've built up are going to hold for that or not. No idea at all. Maybe I could double wall this kind of stuff to help out with that. You don't have vision range up, so zombies get right next to the wall before they get shot. True enough. But I'm not sure how I could increase my vision range other than just putting another thing over here. Oh, well, no, there's one making its way over. I could have somebody parked right here. That would actually give good defense for this area in general now, wouldn't it? Okay, people need food. Let's keep that food flowing then, shall we? Oh, that seems like a great place to be eating all that fish. I mean, it feels like these would be some kind of horribly heavily irradiated fish that we grab here, but grab them we shall. I don't really understand much of the plot. It seems a bit too Warhammer for my liking. Maybe Arista would get it. This I don't like at all, though. This just feels like an accident waiting to happen if they just spill on in through here. But I don't know where they're going to spill in on from. It'll be a learning experience for us all. Also, I really want this warehouse. What is with that area? Increases the resource production of surrounding buildings. Well, that sounds really quite good. And I have a lot of buildings that produce things. I could slam you down here, and that'll affect quite a lot of things. Yeah, food, more food, a bunch of other foods, wood, stone. We'll make it so. And it finally eats up my my wood and stone for a bit.
Attention. Technology research finished.
Right, so I've been told this market is really worth my time. I'm not convinced, but I should give it a go at some point. Where even does it come under? Energy, defense, military, colonists? I don't know. Maybe market is a function somewhere? Menu, mayors, repair, command center, industry and trade. Oh, bottom left. I can't. If it's darkened out, I straight up can't see it there. Market requires energy, workers. Well, energy I am struggling on. Must have at least 200 colonists to build a new building of this type. Oh, okay. That's the problem if you don't know these kinds of things. The game's not forthcoming with it. However, not going to get anywhere if I don't get some extra milling going on. Ooh, but I need more workers. The horrible cycle.
Attention. Building completed.
Might have to shut something down to temporarily get enough workers to generate more power. If I get anything here that'll generate more power. And in the Boulder Crystal Palace. The Crystal Maze, you say? Snipers. Great range. That sounds quite useful. Yeah, the Iron Quarry is doing a whole lot of not much right now. So if I pause you, do I get the workers? I do get the workers. Great. And then I could invest that into getting my mill when I have a touch more money, which I just sank on other things.
Building
Commander?
completed.
Get in there, please.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we do indeed go again. Quit your moaning. There's work to be
Better
done.
Be good.
Perhaps I should keep you in a somewhat central position, so if I do get attacked big time from the north, you should be able to react to that swiftly.
Orders, sir. Perfect.
I'll have just two of you
Gotcha.
hold on to
Roger
that,
that.
and I'll have you just be able to react quickly. Alright, mills, mills, mills. Yeah, needing 200 pop for the market was an unfun discovery there.
Attention. Building completed.
Swell. Oh, will the warehouse affect the mills then? I sincerely doubt that. But it does say resource production, and energy is a resource. Let's imagine. Oh, I can't. I can't imagine. Alright, day 13 is on its way.
Attention. Building completed.
Getting there in the population, though. Nice. Nice to see so much more available everything there. Also nice to see the upgrades here. I was really worried for a little bit there
Building completed.
that I would have to tear things down and build new ones. There is... Oh, right, I can press U for upgrade, but that doesn't really feel much faster than just clicking it. And it's those kinds of mannerisms that I'm certain make people sick with the way I play these games. Hope I get that upgrade for the towers done soon. Oh, I have. But upgrade isn't something I can do for you. Lookout tower must be a different thing altogether. Or not? I did research it, right? Maybe it just latently gave an... No, it didn't. Where's my lookout tower? It's not a military building, Jake. Okay, it just gives vision. So... what is it? Is there a way to look back on the things that I've researched? It would seem not.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Okay, wonderful. Keep these coming in. The sooner I build them, the sooner I get the gold increase. And I like the gold.
Your colony needs a mayor.
It kinda does. Return when destroying or training time. Training time is long, so let's cut that down a bit. Let's also acknowledge the fact that I barely have the money to get more people rolling in. And we're just a few hours away from being attacked. Hopefully nothing we can't handle.
Building completed.
But I can hope for a whole bunch of things.
Dozens of infected are near the colony.
From the
They're
east, you say?
approaching from the east.
My least well-defended area, you say? Well, there's a lot of east. The question is where in the east.
Yes, tell me.
And this is where boots on the ground should help me figure out.
Yeah.
Actually, that's going to be too slow. You get up here. I'm going to unload one of my rangers and tell that ranger to go and figure out what's coming and from where. Meanwhile, since I know they're coming from the east specifically, I'm going to get this soldier to reinforce that.
What's up?
And I'm going to get you to go and help with that.
What? Okay.
Attention.
Gotcha.
Building completed.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? You order,
Pay them.
you pay.
I got some funny ideas.
Gotcha. Yes. Are you sure?
Where's the horde, though?
This better be good.
Probably not here, since this is just a dead end.
What?
Huh. You are playing on easy, Jake. That I am. Even so, though.
Good.
You know what? Let's just have blind belief that we're going to be okay here and leave it as is. This one's already got a few people in it, but you could have another one. Why not? Just believe. Also believe in taxes. Taxes are good. Is that a dead-end lake? It looks like a dead-end lake because they're not able to get around it. Yeah, they have to go back for it. So this is a good place to expand into. Easy to defend. Very easy indeed.
Roger that.
Attention. Building completed.
Glorious.
pay me for this,
Population
right?
grows and grows, but so too do their food needs. Resources, resources, more of this. Huh, you gather food from rocks as well? Interesting way to do it. Okay, I thought that said 10 workers, it did not. Thankfully. Gaze upon your mini-map. Oh, right. Well, something says something here. Is this meant to be where I'm being attacked from? Because I'm not seeing anything here. Oh, well, no, I'm seeing these. Oh, oh my. Oh, Jings, look at them spawn in from there. And I don't have a lot of them
What's up? Any
in this
infected
tower
now?
now, do I?
You again.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. But in the off chance that they're not fine,
Okay.
go and help them out. Dozens. Oh my. You really can't see them if they get under those trees, though. That kind of makes me really wish this rotated. I think someone out there died.
Building completed.
Maybe they couldn't get back. Well, sucks to be them.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Well, that was easy, but that's what I get for setting it on easy. Try middle mouse button, might let you see more. Ooh. I remember pressing middle mouse button to try and pan the game, but I don't think this game does panning, it just does WASD. Actually, by default it did arrow key and WASD was for commands, but oh, I was having none of that. I set it to WASD as swiftly as I could find the menu. What are we lacking here? Food. Right, so I really need to get going on that food production. I just maximize the food that I get by shanking you over there.
What?
There are farms to be researched yet. They cost money though. Colonists plus 12. Produces food by harvesting grass fields from the surroundings. Well, give it a go.
Attention. Building completed.
So the opinion I had on this game previous was that it was too much RTS and not enough base building. But I'm getting the opposite feeling when playing this on survival mode. This feels very Stronghold. I feel a lot more focused on building up an economy
Building completed.
than caring about moving units. That doesn't mean I enjoy this. I really don't enjoy this aspect of the game.
Great.
I really
Yes.
don't like telling people to move around, having them give me an affirmation, and control groups. Ugh, there's the whole organization of moving units I do not enjoy. However, if that's drowned out by the actual building of a society here, then it's all okay. It wasn't Stronghold, and when I'm not playing it on the campaign, it is the case here as well. Having a pause button helps ease the RTS stuff. Yeah, but Stronghold didn't need a pause button, and that's the greatest RTS there is, right? Well, there is Dungeon Keeper. Okay, I'm wasting time away here. There's other things I could be doing. I'm just not thinking about it enough. I suppose I could reactivate the quarry. And I could also expand my quarrying ways, but I don't really use my stone much, do I? Does this upgrade cost stone? No, it's just wood to make cottages. The wood economy is vastly important then. However, I need a lot more mills going on. Ah, the mills need to be separated as well. Fascinating. Let that energy flow. Don't forget to place your market. That's right, we managed to hit the amount that we need for the market. But we need energy for that, and I'm working on that right now.
Technology research finished.
I'm keen to see what this farm is all about, too. Figured it would be under resources. There it is, farm. Again, I need energy.
Oh, more orders.
Orders are what I do.
Roger that. Are you sure?
Yeah, I feel like I could be harvesting a lot of resources if I
What?
just pull my way down
Yes.
here. So how about you go there,
Yeah.
and you go between these areas and kill everything you come
Attention.
across.
Building completed.
Whilst I make my way around here.
Attention. Building completed.
Resource. Farm. That's not a farm. Resources. Farm. So it gets it from grass. What is grass? Is it these little tufts? Because those look like some damn good tufts. Yeah, I'm guessing it is the tufts. How do we easily notice those? Because seeing those seems like a royal pain in the behind. Some kind of overlay here. Mayor's menu, repair. Not that I'm seeing. There's a colorblind mode, maybe that helps. Greenish yellow is grass, brown isn't grass. Yes. Yeah, I understand now. This is greenish yellow. So it's not the tufts, it's just grass and not grass. Gotcha. If they have a colorblind mode, maybe they should invest in a blind mode too. Okay, there we go. That should really handle a lot of the hunger issues. That's a lot of food. That's also a bit of a liability. I mean, look at this zombie coming on in. But that's why we have people running around taking care of it. And I'm sure that zombie corpses will make good fertilizer for it all. In fact, this whole area could be farms and stuff for me. Lovely. What else is there to consider? Research, of course. Stone workshop. Complex structures off of stone. Well, I do need to put that stone to use. Snipers. They walk slowly, take their time to load their large rifle. High attack range, incredible aim. They kill most things with one shot to the head. Ballistas, traps, inns. Inns. Nearby dwellings gold generation increase. How can I say no to that? The answer is I cannot. I'm unsure how the zombies spawning thing works. So I don't have an answer to that, sadly.
Building completed.
Tesla, oh yeah, of course. For some reason I thought Tesla Tower was a weapon. I think I'll shove you all the way up there to push my way towards the waterfront. They only come in from the map edges, cool. Oh, but somebody says that they spawn in the Fog of War. Or rather from certain buildings within the Fog of War.
Attention.
There's got to be a downside to this farm. It feels like it produces way too much food. It actually lets 12 colonists live there. Are colonists inherently good or bad? Because they give population, so they eat. But that's more than dealt with the food supply. Look at all the space it takes up. Yeah, but that seems... Well, gotta get that food somehow. The downside to farms is that they take up a lot of space. Gotcha. But if you just enhance your economy enough, it'll be more than easy enough to defend that space. Anyway, give me plenty of food and I got plenty of energy, so it seems a no-brainer to get more cottages. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's a dumb thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. Your market, Jake. I certainly could.
Attention. Building completed. Attention.
Oh,
Building
God,
completed.
that money. Money is so good. Greatest invention we've ever had as a society.
Attention. Building completed.
That, though, ugh. I wonder if there's a way to make him stop yelling at me. Okay, market. Do you do anything special? Because it looks like things within your range are benefited in some way. The food needs of surrounding dwellings is reduced. Oh boy, looks like you really want to plan your dwellings around other buildings. Fortunately, that's a very beneficial place for you. Could be more beneficial if you were flanked on all sides by buildings, but A planned economy seems important here. Maybe that person that gives you more resources when you tear things down would be better than I thought.
The walls
Because
are under attack.
restructuring seems useful. The wall will be fine. Nice, this is a great game, says blah 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 blah. I can see Jake actually being into it, even though it wasn't made in the 90s. I like new games and old games. I don't inherently like games because they're old.
Being attacked.
It's that one little chunk of wall, not even something worth knowing or caring about. I'm gonna pop one of you
You are gonna pay me
out,
for this, right?
and you're gonna
Whatever you
stand
say.
there,
As
and
long
that's your
as you
entire
pay me.
job, standing. Now, how's this inn work then? An inn... Oh boy, if I knew it cost all that, I wouldn't have bothered. Wood, stone, energy... It requires a ton of food, but the gold generation of dwellings goes up. It eats wood supply, but it gives 100 workers. That's pretty big. Seems like there are nuances to using it. I shouldn't jump in so blindly. Can you put a tower over here? No, it's outside of the range of my stuff. I mean, I could expand that range, but
Orders, sir.
he seems to be doing a fine enough job of
Attention.
standing there.
Building completed.
I wouldn't want to steal his gerb. Nonsense, Draken is trendy. Definitely does have a taste for the obscure and a distaste for what might just be trendy. Trendy? Oh boy, where did you come from? There's no way in here. Well, I don't like the fact that you're probably
What's
going to
up?
go and
Any
mess up
infected
my my stuff over there. Also, you probably messed up what I was trying to build there before.
You again.
Right, so my presumption that I had this under wraps was
This better be
ill-advised.
What?
Wonder if I lost all the resources I tried to invest into building you then? Probably.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? You call that a plan? Is
I do.
That all?
It is the plan,
So
and it's a
boring.
very good plan. Alright,
Whatever
well,
you say.
just make
As
sure
long
nothing
as you
crawls
pay.
their way in here and we'll be good. I don't think you cleaned out all the area. I'd believe that. I kind of just ran in and out, no mucking about. Would really like to work on walling this off one way or another, though. And I should look into these snipers. They sound interesting.
Attention. Building completed.
Glorious. Right, what can we build up here? I got plenty excess of just about everything. Although I could always do with more money. Fishermen, there's a lot of fish to be had out here. But I couldn't have you overlapping. If I put you there, I can't do anything on the sides. But if I do the sides, it feels inefficient. Actually, these two work kind of well together. And I should probably also be sawing down anything and everything here. If I put you there, and perhaps, say, you there, that's good on the wood. Still weird how you just magically get wood endlessly, but... Hey, we're not playing Space Colony here, and let's all be grateful for that. I should definitely be pushing out my defenses a bit here. But the gold cost of Tesla towers is something real. It'd be good to know what's kind of going on down here. I've not been pumping out enough soldiers lately. Probably because it cost money. And that's one thing I don't like spending. Too many of you here. Let's pop one of you out. And your job is to tell me what exactly is happening. Well, actually, you can join this group,
Great.
and you can tell me what's going on
Okay,
down here.
But
This
it's
lack
gonna
of
cost you double. Great.
vision
Okay.
is
but it's
disturbing.
gonna cost you double. Are you sure?
Attention.
Gotcha.
Building
Okay.
completed.
Yes. Are
Why
you
was this
sure?
considered a
Great.
good idea? I
Okay.
hate the way they just keep
Gotcha.
yelling at me. I
Yes.
need to update
Great.
where you're running
Gotcha.
to,
Roger that.
but they just
Okay.
Attention.
keep
Gotcha.
talking to
Roger
me.
that. Yeah. Whatever you say, as long as you pay me. Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Except I feel I'm bringing it back a bit too much here.
Oh.
Are they gonna
here
follow
we
you all the
go
way back
then.
here? Well, even if they
What's
do,
up?
no big deal.
Any infected around? Okay, let's do this.
Ah, they're fine.
This better be good.
You can delete the unit bark audio files. It's an option. I fully expect there's a mute units mod for this. Well, I mean, I could just go to the options and go to sounds and say, what would it be? Voices? Unit voices. Yeah, I could kill those. But I'll keep it on. It's part of the experience, right? This feels like I'm barely getting any bang for my buck there. I should definitely consider pushing out down here. I'd need one big wall to cover this. But if I had this big wall, my defenses would be pretty damn good. So let's consider big wall. We're all in the pockets of big wall today. I haven't got my sniper yet. Ah, but we're working on it. Let's change that rally point to push out a bit further, or else I'm going to forget about my units. The units seem quite few in this game, fewer than you get in, say, Stronghold.
Technology research finished.
Alright, Young, what do you cost? 1 worker, 1 food, 2 wood, 2 iron. Sounds like a way to turn iron into soldiers. Oh, well, no, workers, food, wood. The gold cost is a bit intense, but we'll get a couple of you and see how you handle the situation. What are your stats, though? No, you don't get to know the stats. That's a bit of a shame. You don't get to know the stats of the units or the effects of your buildings, not to mention their costs and things, until you have them researched or built. Seems like a bit of a waste. The lookout tower should be in the military tab. Ah. A great view range to detect enemies and other threats in the surrounding area. How great. Well, it doesn't want to tell me. That seems a bit of a waste. Seems like an immense waste. Why don't I put you here and see what you do then? Wait, how much did you cost me? 300 gold for that. If I undo you... Oh, I only get 50% back. Oh well, we'll put you down and see how you do.
Building completed.
This thing definitely needs to go though. No longer fit for purpose. Could, would, and likely should have defense put out to here. Enemies too close. Well then, let's deal with that, shall we?
What? Yeah.
Any orders?
Ordars. Yeah, I've got ordars for you. Get in. Ooh, well, it'd be nice to contain this this quarried stuff, wouldn't it? My iron input or my iron influx is really low. That would necessitate yet more Telsa coils going down, but
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
I can deal with that if we just kill everything
What
around
do you
here.
want now? Roger that.
Ready and waiting.
You just kind of hold this for a bit.
Sniper is ready.
Oh god. It's a little terrifying. I have you over there then.
Oh, more orders.
Orders, sir.
You again.
This has a good feel to it. It really feels like I'm claiming the lands back.
What?
We're pushing out into areas that were previously full of zombies, killing the zombies and replacing them with our glorious built-up infrastructure. It kind of taps into that feeling you got in Factorio, where you would have all the disgusting bugs who would trip over one of your power cables, breaking your NAP that you had with them.
Building
And of course, the
completed.
obvious recourse of action there is to butcher them all with artillery shells and build factories upon where they once called home. It's that kind of feeling. And it's a good feeling. It's a very good feeling. Man, I was a campaign mode something that was demanded from this game when it was being made? Because I really feel like the existence of its campaign, its very existence, has been so bad. It almost completely turned me off from this game. In a way, I'm really grateful that Dissident
Is
decided
everything
to... Oh wait, no. I gotta be careful here. If I sing the praises too hard, there are going to be other people that go, oh, maybe he will love my crappy RTS from the mid-2000s. Oh. I like this game because I can build up in it. I do not like its RTS elements. Let's make that crystal clear, shall we? It's too late. I've already said stuff I shouldn't have said.
I need to kill something.
Well, there'll be plenty of stuff for you to kill in 4 days. Right, I got plenty of wood and plenty of money, so let us begin the construction of real defenses. Can I get rid of just you, by the way? Undo that, no cost. So is it good to have the tower as part of the wall, or have the wall extend beyond the tower? It feels like you would want the wall to protect the tower, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of hit points in the tower, and if the tower falls, then that's a shame in itself. I think I'll defend the tower, because this is where I'm going to have my defense line out for quite some time. This is plenty of real estate for building up on for now. Don't want to get in the way of the best quarry location there. That should suffice for now. I should be pushing out in both directions here. Anno 2070 was that game with boats, correct?
So many targets, gotta love it.
I beat that game, no problem. But apparently I played it wrong, so shame on me. Interesting.
Oh, here we go again.
You might need a bit of backup with a bit of extra range.
To kill something.
In fact, let's just give you the full shebang. Sniper, ranger person, and soldier.
Attention. Building completed.
So about that market. Sell wood. Sell 5 wood for 5 gold. Well, that seems like a terrible scale of economy. But I do have a lot of wood that I'm not using, so let's just get rid of it.
Attention. Building completed.
Seems like it would be nice to have it auto-sell anything that you produce in excess. I wonder if it already does that. That seems like a really nice quality of life thing that it would do. Buying back wood. Wait, 5 wood is 100 gold. I'm getting stiffed here. It automatically sells the excess, Jake. Well, that is wonderful. I know it's a wonderful idea, because it was my idea. Can he only see what we have range of, or does he have the ability to see even further beyond? Okay, good, he can see even further beyond. And his range is, I don't know, what's the range of a sniper? Where's my sniper at?
Death, lovely death.
Oh, it's not that long. I would have imagined it would be considerably further than a bow, but it isn't. Whatcha bugger, I'm out of workers already. Well then, let's get some more workers. It won't be a lot more workers, though. I'm actually going to need to create a new batch of slums down here. That's what this area is for. Actually, could I not just have it within the range of this market and stuff anyway? Seems like a golden opportunity. Just slam all this down here anyway. There we go. More people. Their food consumption ain't so high. Get that stone workshop for even more advanced houses. Not anymore, I couldn't. Costs gold that I don't... Oh, there we go. Be nice to put that stone to use, because it's certainly not going to use right now. My more important thing, though, is I want to gate this off. I want to get that lovely cozy feeling that you get in Dungeon Keeper when you know that you're completely walled in. Or the similar feeling that you get in Stronghold when the keep is enclosed. How much is that stone selling for? 10 each. Ooh. Alright, so I don't mind so much the excess that I'm doing here.
Attention. Building completed.
I have 9,000 Jake coins, 100 times that number and it'll be black and white time. Ah, but you see, you just need to make good gambles on the weekly one-shot, and then you will have all the points you could ever conceivably need.
Attention. Building completed.
So I think I'll wall first and build the towers second then. So defense, wooden wall. Oh, Crivens. I hope they don't attack diagonally then. Wait, what is this? It's not right is what it is. The delete key deletes them. Okay. Let's just delete them all. This doesn't seem to be building up how I'd like it at all. Okay, good. It does provide protection that way, so I don't think I needed you there. Or maybe I did. In which case I wouldn't need you there. I don't know. Seems like there's some nuances to crack out there. Why did it give me the do there? What was I doing wrong? I'll tell you what I'm doing wrong here. Going outside of my range of stuff. No, really, what is that do? I have the money, I have the wood. What is the game not liking here? There we go. Now I'm out of resources, which is a good reason to not be able to do any more. But now that's not a concern. Oh, I suppose I should give my people a way to get in and out of here. Tab to rotate. There we go. Can I build this into an existing wall? How about something like... Ah, okay, sure. Crunchy, crunchy. There you go. Now let's make sure that we have this sufficiently defended. Actually, that should be more than plenty. If they hit somewhere here, that's going to be a weak point, but let's not concern ourselves with such things. What was that game called where you built up the geography and guide tribe-like people to their destinations? Are you not talking? Are you not thinking about black and white there?
My rifle is ready.
Or maybe that other Molyneux game, Globo the Giant, or something to that effect. Populous from dust. There are many options here.
Sniper is ready.
Let's get them considerably closer to somewhere I can recognize. What are you doing out there, you fool? Alright, can I select all of you?
Here we go again. Aren't there other units to bother?
I think I can. There we go, just bunch them up here.
So many targets, gotta love it.
Tell me.
Oh, more
I want a bit of all of
orders.
them in here so that they can fight in different ways. Fast, long range, powerful. The works.
What?
And then I can still have you to swiftly move around depending on where you're needed.
Tell me your sniper is ready.
Alright, it's not the best defense, but it's my defense, and it's pretty good. I think I also really wanted some sort of defense network here. Oh, but that's a bad place for you. I should have you just a little bit further back so that I can wall you off too. Although, if I pushed out just a little more, I'd have all of this to work with. It's not a lot though, so I guess it's not worth caring about. And it might be prudent to be able to pop out of here at a later date. There we go.
Is everything okay?
Wait, why do you have to go the long way around?
Orders, sir.
I have this... Oh, it's not going to do you a lot of good there, is it? It's not going to do you any good there. In fact, the wall didn't need to go further out than that. How do I undo this stuff? Where did my UI go? Okay, there we go. Well, that's a dang shame. All the structures of type, do you want to demolish 61 of them? Please don't. Please don't do that. Feels like a big mistake I could have made right there. That could have been bad, no kidding. Alright, maybe if you go there, you're not going to cause such a problem.
Any orders?
Okay, good. Now they can proceed. Lovely. Yeah, click one too many times and goodbye all my walls. And all the wood that I'd get back would just get sold at a terrible rate. Alright, seems like a pretty good deal living here. Lovely defenses, nice and quiet, plenty of jobs, loads of everything really. What a good place to live. Now I should work these people quite a bit harder than I already am. But work them doing what? How about that new research thing I just figured out? Oh, was it the stone workshop? Wait, can I just upgrade you to a stone workshop? Doesn't look like it. Maybe you do all the wooden stuff and then delete it when you get your access to the stone workshop. That would be my guess, but it is only a guess. So nice that you can build on top of people. Remember the frustration in Stronghold of not being able to build something because one peasant was walking back and forth over your ideal dairy farm place? Yep. This is the power of 20 years of innovation. No walls around the big lake? Why would I? Unless there are flying zombies around here, there's no way through this. Oh yeah, I built this thing here, didn't I? Oh, that gives us some something to look at. I wouldn't mind getting a sniper over there, though.
Just give me something to shoot.
Get over there. Plenty for you to shoot. Well, this is pretty hunky-dory. Enjoying the game, Jake? I am. I am really rather enjoying this
Tell
game.
me. Perfect.
You should be able to hold that, no problem.
You are gonna
But I
pay
will
for
give you
this,
backup
right?
just in case a hefty amount of them try to slither their way through.
Sniper is ready.
Feels like I can just sit back and build up my economy something fierce here. Fisherman's quarry farm. Right, well, energy is a concern, and I haven't found a really good way to make more energy. What does Crystal Palace do? Crystal Palace, magnificent architecture. Generates its own climate control environment. The best crops bloom and thrive, feeding the colony even in the most barren lands. Sounds necessary when you have a crummy land with no grass, then. Colonists, food, and victory points. Victory points? There's been no mention of victory points thus far. And here's another one, victory points plus 1,000. Anybody care to shed some light on what that means? Because me, I am clueless. I'm also a little short on workers. I've got that nasty combination of not enough workers, but also not enough power. Time for Tent City. God, I hope not.
Dozens of infected are near the colony. They
We'll
are
be fine.
approaching from the east.
The east again? That should be easy.
Sniper is ready.
Where's that sniper?
I need to explode a skull.
Come on, you get over there.
Attention. Building complete.
What?
And you folks just head up here in case they decide to pop over there once more. Is this thing going to do anything for me, this shocking tower? Needs a lot of energy. I assume it fries zombies that are nearby. Dozens. We were promised billions. Maybe the title should be There Will Be Billions.
So many targets, gonna love it.
That's what you get for buying into the promotional material.
Sniper is ready.
So I'm assuming they're coming from over here? Ah, yes, there we go. If they're coming from that direction, there's no way they can get into me other than through here. It's kind of a shame for them.
For this, right?
Can you... Yeah, you can't even get in there.
Yes, tell me what to kill.
There we go. It's not there are billions, there are one.
Wasting my time.
Well, you know what, you go out there and figure out where they are and what they're doing.
Yeah.
Sniper is ready.
There's a few more of them this time. Might be enough for me to consider bringing you folk out of here. Oh, you have to tell them where to go. Well, I'll go over there then.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
There's a few of them, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Why can't I keep it that way? I want to see the health bars for longer. Oh, I'm gonna see some health bars that go away here. Well, damn. That entire attack cost me 20 gold and 6 wood. Not a bad trade.
Last night I dreamt of brains exploding.
What? Well, since they love to attack from here.
Is ready. Death, lovely death.
Actually, I do still want to have a sniper over there.
You again.
Orders, sir.
That should be fine and dandy.
Just tell me what to do.
Get up there.
Oh, more orders.
You also get up there.
You again.
You're stuck there, aren't you? Okay, well, never mind that.
Better be good.
You
Roger
just all
that.
get back down here. There's a trick with numlock to keep health bars on. Numlock. Well, it's not turning them on. Maybe I could just assign it to a different key and it'll work better. I'm not complaining it's too easy, Jagger. You're hearing those voices in your head again. I'm saying it is easy because I've set it on easy. Where is it? I've even forgot the key that I'm looking for. I think it was Alt. Huh? Show life bars, about 1/3 of the way up. Menu? What's the menu key? Hold on. Okay, no, there must be a custom one here. There we go. Remove menu and add Shift, Escape, and Control. Well, let's add period then. What? Delete? No. Oh, I turned number lock off. Oh, okay. Number lock then. Not good enough though. There we go. Decimal. That'll do. Ah. Wait, where'd my WASD go? Oh, you're a real piece of work, you are. Well, I'm not changing all of that. Let's just keep it like that. Jake and his... I don't have a Swedish keyboard. Shut the hell up, Bandy. Okay, okay. What a cozy little place we got here. This is more what I was expecting when I got the game. When I played through the campaign and it was none of this, I was just so turned off. It's a shame I deleted my my campaign playthrough before all of this, because it would be nice to spend the last 20 minutes or so showing off just how bad the campaign is. But take my word for it, it's pretty grimbo. Anyway, I can't believe it, but I have so much money, my coffers are completely full. I didn't think that possible. Problem is, though, my power production is just way too low. However, we've got ourselves a stone workshop. I want a way to make more power. A wasp? No. Stone walls, stone towers, stone houses? Power plant, 160 energy. Burns combustible materials and gives ridiculous amounts of energy. That sounds really good. Especially considering these things only give me 30, getting 160. Sounds pretty great. Maybe setting it to Num's Lock or Caps Lock will hold them on when it is pressed. Maybe. The problem with Alt is that it does this and then freezes the game because I think it's treating it like I'm trying to close or minimize the game. So this is fine, and then I release it. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Build a second stone workshop. Yeah, can we have multiples of those? What was it under? Yeah, where was it?
They are trying to break through.
Ah, they won't succeed. We got this place covered. Okay, you can't build a second one. There we go.
What?
So many targets, gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
I need to kill something.
They are attacking the colony defenses.
That's why the defenses are there, though, to take those attacks. They do seem to be stepping up their ambient game just a little bit. There we go, now the workers are gone. I would need to build... Well, I need to build up the power. Did I get the power? I do, but again, that needs workers. But I can just disable a little bit of quarrying. Well, maybe somewhat a lot of quarrying. Oh, there we go, you're another bunch of workers. And as long as I get my power plant going... Now, does the power plant have any other effects here? No, just that it burns a lot of wood. So I could put it over here in relative no man's land. I wonder if these things you can build as many as you want right next to each other. Do we have any spear units? I feel like zombie games lack spear units despite them being great for killing zombies. Great for killing zombies. What a strange notion to have. Anyway, we have a bow and arrow unit which seems far superior for such a thing. Not to mention guns.
Ready.
The game does look really good, both when zoomed in and when zoomed out. The animations are really crisp. I like that. Especially after going through the horrors of the Rune Factory 5 animations. So last night I finally finished Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. I've had a save of that game, which I've been playing on and off for over 10 years.
Sniper
It
is
was
ready.
60 hours deep, and I got to a point where I was just like, I can't keep going, this game is so bad, and it is really bad. I love Rune Factory, but Tides of Destiny was a terrible game.
Attention. Building complete.
Had some redeeming factors, but not many. Overall, it was just really, really bad. I'm gonna try these stone houses. But I fired it up, and I just struggled through the last 6 hours of the game. I beat the big bad, restored everything, got you-know-whose body back, and I married, and then I put the womb of childhood friend to good use, and we got one in the oven there. And then I said, finally, the game is past me. I don't need to worry about it ever again. Feels like a curse has been lifted. And I'm going to fire up Frontier soon. Again, I'm just going to play that in my own time, but I'd like to have all the Rune Factory games under my belt. Once I got these stone houses, I'll build them up. I'm not really in a hurry to burn through the resources efficiently. We're doing just fine here. It is just easy modo. Picking up an old save is rough, even with a good game. Yeah, but it would be even rougher to start over. I'd gone through most of the tedium already of setting up the islands and the animals to get the crops going. Farming in that game is the worst of any Harvest Moon or Rune Factory or similar farming game I've ever played. You don't even plant crops, you just wave your magic wand over areas of an island and assign monsters to deal with them. And depending on which monster, you'll get different crops, and you have very limited control over that. And the game lacks a lot of quality of life for gathering and sorting your crops. It's just so bad. I'm impressed with myself for having struggled through it so much, to be honest. Now, I think we'll just build some straight up new ghetto out here. It looks a lot less ghetto now, though. How about that? How do these stone houses compare to not so stone houses? Future punishment game, Jake? What, of Rune Factory Tides of Destiny? No way.
Your sniper at your service.
I've already beaten the game, and it's a 60-hour long game. And you don't see much of that until you're about 3 hours deep into it. It's got a lot of hand-holding at the very start. So no, not a future punishment game. It wouldn't be particularly punishing for me, even though it's a bad game, it's still a Rune Factory game. I think it would just be boring for everybody involved. The stone houses look like that cursed Turkish suburb. I had a friend back in Aberdeen who lived in a house that looked a bit like that. A lot taller though, it was kind of like he lived in a castle. Oddly enough, just off of Castle Street. So, very defensive, lots of colonists and workers, hefty amounts of income. But a huge demand for energy and food. So once you get to this point, you do really have to step up your game here. Proportionally, in fact, the tents might even be better value for money. Not that they give a lot of money, the money bump up is huge here. But the demands for food and energy. Okay, the food seems fairly linear. The energy is not. Yeah, that's big stuff there. Still looks a whole lot better than the crummy shanty town we had with all the tents earlier. Now, something else I'd quite like to check out is not the market. Although worth noting that the marketplace I have is reducing these guys' food demands, which would probably be higher otherwise, wouldn't it? Yeah, normally it would be 8, and it's knocked down to 6. But I was curious about the inn. Where's the inn? Not a resource, is it? No. It's not a colonist thing. It's not an energy thing. Ah, here it is. These are so dark. I can barely see those. Food, wood, and stone. And it wants a lot of it. I'm having a hard time understanding this being worth my time, so it's going to slash my wood production. It gives me a lot of workers, fair play to that, but so would building lots of houses, and they wouldn't eat my passive wood supply. On lower difficulties, you can even easily have tent cities, but on higher ones, since your territory is hard fought, having something of the same size but a lot more efficient is beneficial. Yeah, but hard fighting for territory and then keeping it feels like it would be very rewarding. I really would like to come back and try this on a significantly harder difficulty. Maybe I'll sling this up as a long play option after we're done with Rune Factory and Railroads. Okay, I actually want to go and try out that inn thing, because it mentioned mercenaries. But to get that, I'm going to need to get myself a whole bunch more farming. It's a little inefficient, I think, to do it that way, isn't it? 64 versus 62. Probably worth it to have you just sitting there. But that'll give me tons of food, and that should be enough to build up my inn. Needs the wood and stone, but I passively make both. So let's unpause you. And you. And I do need those stones. Ooh, they can give both resources now. That's handy. Very handy indeed. Buffs your existing houses when you're struggling for space.
Building completed.
I worry a bit about that. If space is tight, then you're going to build what you can, where you can. If you suddenly need to remodel it to get an optimal thing around this, then that seems like it's going to be painful to do so. It reminds me a bit about one of the less pleasant parts about Anno 1800, I think it was.
Attention.
Everything just ends up being gridded around central buildings of importance. Made every island look the same. It was a little bit disgusting, truth be told. But then my dislike for Anno 1800 is well documented. I don't think it was that bad a game, but it was easy to beat. Even though I was playing it wrong. And I didn't enjoy playing it right. That Turkish suburb. Okay, now that I'm not familiar with. Jings, that looks like the worst kind of gated community. Also, what's with the barbed wire gate? Sounds like something I don't even want to know about. Alright, another few hours and we'll have the stone that we need to check out what this inn is all about. Can we speed up the passage of time in this game? Plus and minus just seem to zoom me in. Seems like there's pausing but no speeding up. Come on, get to it. Show me the stones. There we go. Just the stones I was after. And you need the warehouse to be able to have the stuff for that. Ah, now I'm missing the wood. Huh. Where'd the wood go? Did you eat my wood? Yeah, because it periodically eats up the resources. Right, then I need to wait for one of these to spout out the wood. This I didn't notice before, but now I do. They actually individually give me the resources. It's not like every 8 hours there's a tick to check for that. They each produce it. Very nice. Okay, inn has huge effect here. Ah, that is bigger and better than I'd imagined, but kind of lacking space for it. I guess I would tear down some of these houses to make space for it in that respect. I guess there's no terraforming or the like in the game. Alright, you know what? We don't care about you so much. Away you go. Hang on, how do I delete this thing? There's no delete button. Are these permanent? Huh, okay, well I can't seem to get rid of you. Bit of a shame. You can't get rid of them, well dang. We'll just destroy these instead and say there's a new... Blocks free access of another building. Really? That wasn't a problem having houses there. No. I'll happily delete more. I just want my inn down. I want to see how the inn operates. I beg your pardon? Okay, well, I had to remove a lot of people's homes for this. I hope it's worth it. Ooh, that builds high up. These kinds of games, I don't think obscuring vision like that is so good, but Factorio put that in much better terms than I ever could. You need one ring of squares. The houses don't. Although maybe that's the case for just, it considers one big long string of houses. But it doesn't here. Maybe it just needs access from all sides. Bye-bye workers. Wait, doesn't this give me workers? That's disappeared from here. I guess you can only have one of these in the city. I'm on the second lowest difficulty here, Black Timus. I thought it would be harder. I really thought it would be. The map also seems quite small. I hope you can get a bigger map in this game. I also need to look into a way to unlock all the maps. The fact that only 1 out of 6 or 7 maps are available to you until you beat through some of them is ridiculous. You can shoot the wood workshops, but that removes their research bonus. That's why they stop you from deleting it. Huh. Removes their bonuses. Well, that's a real shame. You have to last 100 days. The waves will scale up. Yeah, but so does my economy and my ability to repel the waves. I'd like to try this again in a significantly higher difficulty.
Attention. Building completed.
Alright, so your mere existence is cranking up the gold income from these things. Even, oh, I can see the difference here. You get 40, you get 44. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it affects a lot of places, enough to give a significant bump in the dosh. And look at that, 100 workers. Rally point. So I guess if somebody's around here, I could give them a hire here. Consumes 100 food. And 30 wood. Number of days until new mercenaries arrive at the inn, 1. I'm curious to see that. As the population around the inn increases, more and better mercenaries will come to your colony. This thing eats a lot. I feel like it doesn't spit out quite enough to justify it. But thinking about it, 100 workers worth of buildings here. Yeah, that would be about, well, that would be exactly 25 of you. 25 times 3 is more energy than that. 25 times 6 is more food than that. Then it's just the wood, and the wood can be offset with the workers that you get. Alright, inn. You've won me over. You were an expensive thing to get, though. Not to mention planning around you. I feel like early on you'd want to leave space for things like inn and market. But I can have multi-markets, right? Yes, but I'd need more population for that. Woof. Feels like planning how you build would be a big thing here. Is it the inn from a Miyazaki movie? Again, not so fond of the steampunky look to it, but it is a look. It's a style. And regardless of that, the way they've pulled it off looks really, really good. Some of the things we build here feel a little far removed from the idea that we're out in a zombie apocalypse, but that's of minor concern when I think the game is actually really good. This is what I've been waiting for. What are these? This unit will be available immediately after hiring Contract Veteran Ranger.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Well, I get them immediately, which is rather nice. What does the veteran thing mean?
Sure.
Also, do I get to keep them forever? It said contract, so I worry that they won't hang around forever, but it'd be weird to have ones that don't. They rush fast, shoot arrows, silent bow. What did I just click on there?
You again. This better be good. What?
Veteran, improved values. Let's grab someone over for
You
comparison.
are gonna pay me for this, right?
Both of you,
Great.
get over here.
What? This better be good.
Ah, so you work your way up. Experience through killing
What do
enemies.
you want now? Oh, more orders. Oh,
So a
here we
10%
go
boost
again.
in
You
range,
again. What's up?
20%
Any
boost
infected
in
around?
killing power,
You again.
double fire rate. Okay, that's pretty huge. That's more than double the damage output per unit
What?
for the same
What's up? Any
price.
infected around?
So
My
keeping
rifle
units
is
around
ready.
and having them actually... Oh, I didn't want to unload you. I wanted to see your status there. Is there a way to look at them? No, just unloads all of them. Keeping units around and leveling them up seems to be pretty
Are there
damn
other units to
huge.
bother?
Especially that idea of not needing more payment for them.
What? You again.
Just like another game that
What?
roped me right in, Dominions. Okay, that was the last thing I really wanted to check here. Those 2 hours flew by and were a lot of fun. I am very surprised indeed, but I'm a big enough man to admit when I'm wrong, infrequent though that may be. If you strip away the god-awful campaign from this game, you've got a really good builder RTS combo. So I eat my early words about the Dictator being a magnet for bad RTS games. For now, until there are more bad RTS games brought in. God, Company of Heroes was a scarring experience. But this, though, this is so good that this is going to go on the next long play vote. Definitely not going to be the campaign, but I reckon something like playing through each of the maps on increasing difficulties, so that in the end we'll have one done on whatever the brutalist mode is, seems really rather appealing to me. So that's what the future will hold for us. One day until the last wave. Alright then, we'll let that time out there then. The mods are good too. I do tend to prefer a vanilla experience, but I could look into them. Again, I've been wrong on mods before, but not often. Wow, even Jagger is saying it's great, and Jagger is like a light version of Hamster. I guess this day is full of surprises. Someone needs Men of War Assault Squad 2 for Dictator, says Frozen Kaiser. Jake would despise it. You know, I didn't put in Dictator streams so that it could be people's secret channel way into forcing in punishment games. We get plenty of punishment games as it is. In fact, I've got 2 punishment games on the back burner. There's Candice, and then there's something else, I think. Is this game going to pause if I tab out? No, good. That means I can check. Ugh, Star Wars Episode 1, The Gungan Frontier. Yeah, I'll need to slot that in at some point. Ugh. Alright, bring on the next horde. We will... Actually, you know what? I'll let the horde destroy me.
Just tell me what to kill.
Everybody,
My rifle is
get
ready.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just demolish
Just tell
that.
me
Back
what
you
to
come.
kill.
What's the unload button? Oh, surprised that it doesn't have a hotkey for that.
Dozens of infected are near the colony. They are approaching from the north.
Ah, nice. Something other than the east.
Who do you want me to punish?
Some of the mods basically turn this game into a tower defense. No thanks. I like the building and economic aspect here a lot. Wouldn't want to get in the way of that.
Your sniper at your service.
So what, are they coming from up here? That's what the arrow seems to be indicating. So what happens when you take over all of the map? How are they even going to spawn in? Is there an edge of the map that you can't build on? You know what, that seems like something else we could investigate. Where are my elite versions of you?
Who do you want me to punish?
Do I have to find them?
You are gonna pay me for this, right? You again.
You and you. Your special job is to go to the edge of the map and tell me what's out there. Oh, they didn't actually get any extra armor or health, so it's purely the effectiveness of them at
Yeah.
killing.
Okay.
But hey, killing prowess is what I'm interested in.
Roger that.
Tell me about the edge of the map here.
Are you sure? Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, you can't move units onto the very edge. The edge of the map, though, is really small, though, so there's not a lot that you can't build on. It's rather nice.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that attack speed's impressive. Now here, okay, I noticed that. They are regaining health. 1 point of health back per second. Good, good. I've never been so fond of units just dying. And you not being able to restore them in any way.
Okay.
No, not patrol. I swear there was a way to make people go to a location without running into enemies. Maybe not. Just get back home. Alright, come one, come all. It's a brains buffet.
Just tell me
Our
what to kill.
defenses are being attacked.
They're not hard enough. Get on in here. In the 200-day higher difficulty challenges, you almost need to expand to cover all of the maps, says Tyrion. Enticing. Apparently it's Q,
Task.
then left
Okay.
click.
Let's do this.
Q. What's the implication on Q? Attack. It will attack any enemy under its attack range while no, that's the opposite of what I wanted.
The colony is under attack.
So as I understand it, this is the health, and this is the part where it becomes infected. Maybe it's like the defensive barrier? Yeah, the barrier against being infected. Once it's infected,
They are trying to break through.
then they can just pass on through, and I imagine it continues to spawn more zombies. But I bet you could farm that. I bet you could set up some infected buildings and just have your units constantly kill what comes out to make them veterans.
They are trying to break into the
If it works that way. I mean, look, that looks like someone that just spawned out from here.
The walls are under attack.
So if you just set up a bunch of tents like that, I imagine you could just have a place to level people up nicely. Ah.
Defenses are being attacked.
I wonder if you can play this from the zombies' point of view somehow.
Breaking our building.
Alright, you guys are doing too much. Get back.
You read my mind.
They are trying to break through.
The zombies just aren't strong enough. Not against my incredible soldiers here.
Our buildings
You can just go migrate and set up your own new outpost. This one was crummy to begin with. Alright, wonderful. I'm not sure if score matters at all. Soul Taker single. Oh, okay. And goodbye save, so this is permanent Iron Man. Yeah, oh Christ. I need to find a way to unlock these. This is disgusting. The longer it is, the easier it is. So you get the long one at the end there. I don't know. 80. Not a lot of options here. The hordes of the infected are the same regardless of the duration. Therefore, the longer the duration, the easier the game will be. You have more time to build your defenses between the horde arrivals. And then low population, just a few infected. Low, medium, high, nightmare. So if you add it on nightmare, brutal. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Yeah, I know you unlock them by beating the previous ones. I'm just looking for a way to unlock them anyway, because I think that's a bit crappy. I'm sure there's a way. Maybe I can download a save or have some other way to check them off. Okay. Okay. This was pretty fantastic, and I'm going to add it as a future long play option. And that's actually it for today's streams. It's really nice outside, so I'm levying some sun tax and going out swimming instead of building railroads. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Rune Factory and finishing off the Dominions run, the impossible mode versus 8 AIs. So until I'm back from that, it's a cheers from me, and a cheerio, and a big specific cheers to our resident Dictator here, because Dissident was the one that finally turned my head on They Are Billions. So a heartfelt thank you to you for that.